Hello and welcome to my channel. I have a lot of things I would like to share with you today. Some fun, some very fun, some deep and heavy stuff, some cutesy bootsy, and some very disturbing. Hello. Okay, my name is Floss. And I'm so glad you could join me. I don't even know where to begin. My brain is spinning. I have a lot going on inside of this head of mine this past week. So I guess I'm going to start with this cutesy bootsy t-shirt. Super excited. I found on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook a little project that's called Be Kind to Everyone. You can reference it, www.bekindtoeveryone. Jackie, the mom, has taught her daughter, Jordan, some work skills, and I am there for it. So if you go on to this social media account, you will see all of the t-shirts that are available for purchase. I have ordered 2 so far, and I plan on ordering many, many more. Quality t-shirts, great price. I think I paid $16 for this one and maybe $22 for my other. It's quality merchandise, I am telling you that. And they have an array of t-shirts, pens and stickers and water bottles and you name it to choose from. It's a wonderful cause. If you flip through Jordan's social media, you will see that she loves church, her family, baseball, green beans, Pepsi, pasta, chicken. She's a very fun young lady, and I am here to support her 1000%. Maybe you will too. Okay, so just flip through her social media and you will learn Jordan's story, and yeah, it's a good thing. Very good thing. Okay, so the next thing, I have some books that we're going to read. I'm not going to get into the books just yet. Okay, fun thing. Here's a fun thing. I work out in the room that I am in right now, and I also, have my desk set up over there, and I have a little desk over here. So I do some of whatever, bill paying and whatever needs to be done. Planning and whatever. I do a lot in this room. I have some crafting stuff, whatever. It's a little bit messy right now, but I'll show you it. I'll take some footage and I'll show you. Okay, we just need to get over myself. I have some books I need to put away, but not before I write my name in them and the date, that they were purchased. And I have, quite a bit of book hauls that from last year that I haven't even got to post yet. So I'm way behind, but I'm living my best life. We'll get to it when we get to it. Okay, so I have the need to put a comfortable reading chair in here. I want to put my feet up. I want to get a cozy blanket, a nice soft pillow. I just want to read in this room. So I said, you know what? Let me go see what is available. So long story short, I walked in to Raymore and Flanagan, and I'm not affiliated, so of course I'm not. But anyways, I love that furniture store. That's my go-to furniture store. But anyways, I walked in there and of course, can we help you? And I said, I might want a reading chair, I might not, but one thing I know for sure is I don't want it to be boring. And she kind of took a step back. I don't know how to gauge that, but she took a step back. But anyways, I am a woman and I know what I want and I know what I don't want, and I don't want boring. So I said, I'm just going to look around, if I find something, I'll come holler for you. And sure enough, I found something. And I didn't care if it matched the room or not. That didn't matter to me in this instance because this chair is so awesome. A reading chair with the alphabet all over it. Kind of neutral colors too, right? So, kind of works. It doesn't work with the carpet, but I don't care about that. But anyways, What is a book? A book is the alphabet put together to form words, to form sentences, to form a book, right? So perfect reading chair as far as I'm concerned. So yes, we will take this one, and I'm telling you, it is so comfortable. I just want to sit here, read all the books. I was going to say quit my job, but I don't really want to quit my job. But you know what I'm trying to say. And just sit here and, you know, be the best me I could be and get all these books read. Okay, so let's talk about what I am reading. Oi! Oh, I am all over the pages. Okay, so finished with Be My Baby, Ronnie Spector, about 3.5 weeks ago. All right, now, in between, I am reading Gathering Blossoms Under Fire, Alice Walker. These are her journals. Now, this was edited by Valerie Boyd. Okay, so now here's the thing. I have not read The Color Purple. It is on my TBR. I am one of those people. I do have a TBR. I always have one curated, and I will add and add and add. And that's like solar power to me. As long as I have TBR books to be read, then, you know, I have energy to keep trucking along and keep picking those books. What do we want to read next? Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's dark. And right now, I am in the midst of all three. Okay, so these are the journals of Alice Walker. And now here's the thing. She didn't just write in one and then flip the page and write and then flip the page. No, that's not how she operated. She's kind of like me, where she will write 3-4 days in a row, and then she will go a long stretch of time and not write anything, and then maybe a month or so later, or weeks or days later, she will write in it. And that's kind of like my method. Good, bad, right, wrong, I don't know, but that's what I do. That's what Alice does. One thing I do is I do write in the same book, journal. I do write in the same one. I like completion. Alice didn't care for that. She would write in this one day, and then this one the next time, and then this one over here the next time. So they were like scattered, unorganized, and that's where Mrs. Boyd comes in. She organized them all for us as best she could, and she put them in this book. So I'm loving this book, I have to say, because where Alice's mind is, I'm at the stage where she's about 21 years old, and now she's meeting her husband, and where her mind is as a 21-year-old is definitely not where my mind was as a 21-year-old. And I love, don't compare, right? We don't compare, because trees in the woods don't compare themselves to other trees in the woods. They just stand and grow tall and mighty. Okay, so, and how could I ever compare, you know, with this? She actually got visions or visitations from angels who kind of put the thought of and guided her when she was writing The Color Purple. Now, I haven't gotten to that yet, so that's not what I'm saying, is not like exactly what happened or how it happened. It's just like a roundabout, and until I get to that, until I have this figured out, that's just the gist of it. So she's marching. She's Martin Luther King. She's activism. She is sophisticated, intelligent, beyond her time, beyond her years. And at 21, I was all like chocolate chip cookies, pajamas, babas, and cartoons. But anyways, fascinated with this book because, you know, it's an inspiration to me. I don't know, I'm just loving it. I really am. But I think it's going to take me a little bit to get through that. Hopefully, you know, I'm not putting a time limit on it. Maybe by the end of summer. Hopefully. Okay, so another book that I'm reading, or I kind of just finishing up, is The Guncle by Stephen Rowley. Now listen to me. I bought this book because it looked fun, right? Why did it look fun? Oh, I'll tell you how it happened. I've watched this little lady over at the YouTube channel, Lila Wanders and Reads. And she says, Lee here. And then when she's closing, she'll say, happy reading. Well, guess what? She's a super fast reader. And man, can she bring you the books in a timely manner. I get great enjoyment from watching her channel. And oftentimes she will read a book and she doesn't know it, but she's a social media influencer because I will go buy that book that she had just finished. She's a varied reader. She reads history, war, romance. She reads it all. So I love her channel. Maybe you will too. I will put her link down below in my description. So she had said she read this book, and just the cover alone, right? So I'm like, you know what? That looks so fun. I'm gonna go get that book. And then I didn't read it. I sat on it. Yeah, I bought it June 7th, 2024. I sat on it. Today is May 20th, I think, 2025. So almost a year. Now listen, I decided I was gonna pick that up, and what a treat that is. I'm getting a little bit of Jerry Lewis in the Guncle. If for those of you who don't know what a Guncle is, it is a gay uncle, and this one named Patrick is witty and smart and fun to be around, and he curses and he drinks, but in a non offensive kind of way, in a fun way. And what had happened is his best friend, who married his brother, had passed away. And his brother had, in the time that they were married, developed a dependency on pills. And so he's trying to break himself free of that. And so in order to do that, he needs to go and check himself in to a rehabilitation center for about 90 days. So he asks his brother, Patrick, can you take the kids? Which is kind of heavy because the kids, who are only 6 and 11, Maisie and Grant, they had just lost their mother. Now they're temporarily losing their father, their home. Patrick, the Guncle, who has never raised children before, agrees to take this on kind of haphazardly. But the thing is, he's great at it. He is great at being a Guncle. And this is the vibe that I'm getting throughout the book. So the show Will and Grace, one of the very few shows that I have seen, I'm kind of getting Jack vibes. I don't know, just fun, just a person that you want to be around. And he is, like I said, very good with the kids. So now I think there's another book that just came out, Guncle, I don't know what it is, but I see it in my head, but I don't know. Abroad, the Guncle Abroad, something like that. I'll put it right here as soon as I find out. Okay, so loving that book as well. I'm just pages away from finishing this, and I have to say, so far, every single page that I have read, I have enjoyed tremendously. And you know what? There's only been really a handful of books that have made me laugh out loud. This is one of them. I couldn't even tell you how many times I laughed out loud. That's how witty and fun Guncle Patrick is. So yeah, really, really liking that. Now on to the disturbing. Oi, rabbit hole. All right, so sometime in 1974, Marina Abramovic. Abramovic. Marina Abramovic. Some of you know. Some of you know. In the name of art, she has done many, many things pertaining to her body and invited the public, I believe it was called Rhythm Zero, one day in 1974, to come into this museum, anybody off the street, and I think she placed 77 objects on a table, and these people can pick up any object they want and do to her whatever they want. And these objects were like they vary tremendously. It could be a hat, a feather, it could be a razor blade, a nail, a pistol. Yeah, so I'm not going to go too much into this, but because it gets really, really gruesome. And it was just a test to see the capacity and the lengths that a human being would go to in order to extend compassion or inflict harm and pain. And it was very, very interesting because mostly the men did the inflicting of pain. There was one woman after Marina was crying that couldn't take it anymore, and she went up there and she's wiping Marina's tears away. She tried her hardest to get these people to stop, but the thing is there was a contract signed, and Marina herself said nobody is to be held accountable for anything that they do. I know this story sounds so like bizarre and like I don't know, but what is intriguing me to read her story, I did order a book because I want to know. I know I'm participating in the Read What You Own challenge, but I want to know, like, where's her mind that she would allow this to happen? So there's so many experiments that she has participated in, and I'm going to be reading her memoir, and I'm going to be reading her scratch notes and her poetry and her ideas that she jotted down. And when I do get that book, I'm going to share it with you, and I'm just going to forewarn you, this is very gruesome, very dark and scary and mind-boggling. And what a like trip. I love to learn. I do. I love to learn. And even though I don't want to see the pictures. I think there is a book out there, and it's a memoir in visualization, and I don't think I could handle that. But if you tell me, I might be able to sit here and listen to it, or I might cringe and just try to get past that. I don't know. But I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm inquisitive, and I'm curious. Where's her mind at that she's able to endure this and take this on fearlessly? So, yeah, aren't they? Wow. Look at the array of books that I am interested at this point in time in my life. Whatever it is you're reading, I hope you are having a ball. Do you want a word of wisdom? Do you want one? I'll get one. All right, here we go. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. I love you. Toodles.